Hi there, and welcome back to Daily Bible Promises with a Twist. And today we're going to be reading, as always, from the New International Version first. Hebrews 11, verse 6. Anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him. I'm not going to go into a theological discourse of where faith comes from, whether God gives it to us, whether we have to drum it up ourselves. I know enough to know that I do not want to open up that can of worms. However, I do know that salvation is a free gift from God, that there is nothing that we can do to earn our salvation. But let's go to Romans 12, verse 3. I'm reading from the New American Standard Bible. For through the grace given to me, I say to every man among you, not to think more highly of himself than he ought to think, but to think so as to have sound judgment, as God has allotted to each a measure of faith. We are all given a measure of faith at that moment of salvation. What we do with that measure of faith, now that's where the rubber hits the road. Do we invest that faith, draw close to God, get to know his heart, get to know his personality, and get to know his character? Or do we just bury that faith like a get out of jail card? Going back to the parable that Jesus spoke of, where 3 servants were given talents or coins. 2 of them invested those coins, 1 did not. They buried that coin as a get out of jail card free so they wouldn't get in trouble with their master when the master came back to see what they did with the coins. In that parable, the servants saw that master as a cruel taskmaster, so they were doing their best to please him. However, we know Father God as Abba, as somebody who is good and a rewarder of those who pursue after him. Of course, it doesn't please God when we do not believe that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek after him. Why? Because that indicates that we do not have a personal relationship, a heart-to-heart communication going on with him. Because if we did, we would have an experiential understanding of his goodness, of his faithfulness, and his delight and eagerness to be the Father of all good gifts to his children. If your go-to place when approaching God is out of fear and trembling and an inner doubt that he isn't going to come through, perhaps it's time to draw near to him and to experience his great love for you.